It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. The Constitution is the guide which I never will abandon. A sensible woman can never be happy with a fool. A bad war is fought with a good mind. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. I hope I shall possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. I'll die on my feet before I'll live on my knees. Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable, procures success to the weak, and esteem to all. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Laws made by common consent must not be trampled on by individuals. Strive not with your superiors in argument, but always submit your judgment to others with modesty. The great rule of conduct for us, in regard to foreign nations, is, in extending our commercial relations, to have with them as little political connection as possible. To encourage literature and the arts is a duty which every good citizen owes to his country. I conceive a knowledge of books is the basis upon which other knowledge is to be built. The turning points of lives are not the great moments. The real crises are often concealed in occurrences so trivial in appearance that they pass unobserved. The consciousness of having discharged that duty which we owe to our country is superior to all other considerations. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. I shall not be deprived of a comfort in the worst event, if I retain a consciousness of having acted to the best of my judgment. The government of the United States is not, in any sense, founded on the Christian religion. There is a destiny which has the control of our actions, not to be resisted by the strongest efforts of human nature. I was summoned by my country, whose voice I can never hear but with veneration and love. Nothing is a greater stranger to my breast, or a sin that my soul more abhors, than that black and detestable one, ingratitude. No taxes can be devised which are not more or less inconvenient and unpleasant. I shall make it the most agreeable part of my duty to study merit, and reward the brave and deserving. A man's intentions should be allowed in some respects to plead for his actions. More permanent and genuine happiness is to be found in the sequestered walks of connubial life than in the giddy rounds of promiscuous pleasure. Every post is honorable in which a man can serve his country. The propitious smiles of heaven can never be expected on a nation that disregards the eternal rules of order and right, which heaven itself has ordained. In proportion as the structure of a government gives force to public opinion, it is essential that public opinion should be enlightened. The foundation of a great empire is laid, and I please myself with a persuasion that Providence will not leave its work imperfect. Democratical states must always feel before they can see. It is this that makes their government slow. But the people will be right at last. The army, considering the irritable state it is in, its suffering and composition, is a dangerous instrument to play with. Mankind, when left to themselves, are unfit for their own government. The value of liberty was thus enhanced in our estimation by the difficulty of its attainment, and the worth of characters appreciated by the trial of adversity. I go to the chair of government with feelings not unlike those of a culprit who is going to the place of his execution.